Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast, Fantasy Booking.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of our ongoing mini-series, Fantasy Booking. So today we've got the storyline, which would involve ending CM Punk's, 428-day streak, and rebooking the Cena versus The Rock, and ending the Undertaker's retirement. Ending the streak and Undertaker's retirement. So, we got a lot to unpack here today. As always, I'm joined by the other half of WWP, my main man, my homeboy, my comrade, El De Niro.
The other half of the Midnight Express.
Yes.
That's what we'll call us.
That's a tag team, isn't it? Like a real tag team.
Yeah, it is. They're in the Hall of Fame.
State of their mullets, mate. We don't have mullets.
Well...
Yet. Yeah, well, what's a rat tail and what's a mullet, mate? That's all I'm asking. Yes, we're going to cover a lot here, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. This is a really, really good thing that I have never actually read. So what you're hearing is as organic as podcasting gets. But this was sent to us by a listener by the name of Troy. So Troy, thank you so much for sending this in. He emailed it to us at whatwrestlingpodcastwwp@gmail.com. You can email us there if you want with your fantasy booking. You can slide into our DMs on Twitter, which is a thing that I hate saying out loud, or you can private message us on Instagram, I think.
Got the Instagram account. So all the links should be in the description, so pick your poison, as Jake Roberts' DVD would say. So, let's get this crack-a-lackin'.
Alright, so we start at WrestleMania 28, where John Cena beats The Rock.
Once in a lifetime. So, already... twist to the tail there, because I'm pretty sure Cena lost in 2012 to The Rock.
Yeah, Cena lost that's right. Cena lost the first one.
Yeah, because he sat up on the ramp and everyone was quite happy, except anyone at that WrestleMania had to put up with those fucking palm trees, if you remember that. Because it's in Miami, there's giant palm trees. But yeah, so Cena actually beats The Rock, which was what most people would have thought at the time. So yeah, from there.
We go to Raw 1000, and The Rock does not announce that he will be participating in the Royal Rumble title match. Cena cashes in his Money in the Bank and loses the match after The Rock interferes.
So this will be a turn from the CM Punk heel turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after Raw 1000, CM Punk beats John Cena at SummerSlam. He beats Jericho at Night of Champions and Hell in a Cell. Cena and Ryback at Survivor Series, the debut of The Shield. Ryback at TLC. Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber. So those are the list of people that he feuds with during this booking. And during that time, every now and then The Rock turns up. 2003 style, The Rock turns up to cut heel promos on John Cena, saying how he wants a rematch and cost Cena the title so that he could get it. Then John Cena tells The Rock that he's just a part-timer and he can't beat someone who's in the ring 300 days a year.
329 days a day, wrestlers like to put that over. But yeah,
371 days of the year.
I wrestled 8 times in the fucking 70s. So here what we now have is essentially a more organic build, what I think, in my opinion, so far, to what would be... Say if this then went on to be Rock vs. Cena Part 2, that makes a lot more sense than, once in a lifetime, and maybe again later on, because they kind of botched that big time.
So we go on, and the Shield are fully aligned with CM Punk. He says that he brought them in as his enforcers because everyone in the company is out to get him. Everyone who steps up to Punk from Survivor Series onwards gets attacked by the Shield. So this is a little bit like real life, except CM Punk denied any affiliation with the Shield, and it turns out that it was actually Paul Heyman who was responsible for bringing in the Shield. And Punk had nothing to do with it, but needless to say, they were still affiliated in some way. Then we go on to the Royal Rumble, where The Undertaker comes out at number 30, and he challenges CM Punk at WrestleMania. Then
me, you, WrestleMania.
Rest in peace, Mania.
Yeah. Streakomania. That sounds going to be nude, but yeah, carry on.
Through spooky lights and disappearing, the Undertaker avoids the Shield, so they go after Kane instead. I love that because that's exactly what would fucking happen. That's exactly what the person writing it would be like. Oh, the Shield's gonna come after Taker, but he's too old to take all those bumps. What'll we do? Let's just do the spooky lights and disappearing thing again. So,
Do you know what it is? The Shield takes so long to come down through the crowd that Taker's just like, just casually walks away. Doesn't even need to do the spookiness. He's just like, well, I'm out of here. While Cole's like, the hounds of justice are coming down. And pushing through the fans, and the Taker's like, boop, bloop, bloop, and he's gone. So yeah, it'll be like, obviously they circle the ring, and they're all just staring him down, and the lights go off, and yeah, Taker's gone. Or you can even do like the lights go off, and it's him and Kane in the ring.
yeah.
He's got backup. He's got Brothers of Destruction. So yeah. So ideally, like, this doesn't come. Hopefully, the Undertaker doesn't come across as a pussy for just avoiding the Shield. He's like, nah, 3-on-1.
Yeah, he
don't
leaves.
really fancy it.
He gets out on his like little micro scooter and drives away.
The steps dead. Like, you know, do you remember the 2001 version of Roland? Because it would have the steps and it'd be Dead Man Walking. So it'd be like, tuk, 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 Dead Man Leaving. Ba, 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 just drives away. Because you can like use the clip in reverse, so he's like just reversing out of the arena on the bike. So yeah, what happens after Taker dodges these guys?
So Taker is you know, he's using his spooky lights to get away from the Shield. Then we go to Elimination Chamber where the Undertaker teams with Kane and Daniel Bryan, and they go up against the Shield.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kane, yeah, sorry, they go up against the Shield. So that's funny because I actually didn't know they're going to mention Kane being brought into it. But it's such a like, I always like that when people basically book Taker. So when you don't want to make Taker look weak, they'll just put Kane in the storyline.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously, you know, time of recording and all that, like John Cena has been calling out Taker week in, week out, but it'll be like, it's usually Kane that will come out and it'll be like, oh, I am his, what's the word, his proxy. Beat me up.
I am his earthly representative, yeah.
Yeah, they did the same thing with, it was Randy Orton versus Undertaker back in, like, 2005. And they were like, because Randy Orton was on Raw and Taker was on SmackDown. And they were like, Randy Orton was like, yeah, I'm a legend killer, you know, you're a has-been, blah, blah. And Kane was like, nuh-uh, you have to go through me to get to him. So it's like, oh my god, he battered Kane. What can he do to the other guy? It's always like Kane's always like the pawn.
Yeah.
It's always fed.
Kane is the crash test dummy from hell.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can beat Kane in under 5 minutes, that means you can last at least with Taker like 6 minutes. So it's like a good measuring stick. Yeah, so Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, so it's Kane, Undertaker, and Bryan against the Shield, which actually happened in real life. Not at the Chamber. I think it happened in like Australia.
SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown.
Random show. Yeah.
So, Taker, Bryan, and Kane are about to win, but CM Punk turns up and he hits the Undertaker from behind with the urn, and the Shield triple powerbomb Kane for the win.
Kane takes the loss.
Yeah.
Of course. Bryan's not fucking taking it. The Undertaker sure as hell not taking it. It's like, Royal Rumble 2018. Kane, why are you in this triple threat? You'll find out soon enough, because Braun can't and Lesnar can't, so use me. Cool. So we're now on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then we have Cena and The Rock in the ring for a contract signing, which in wrestling always goes really smoothly. However, this time, John Cena takes the opportunity to put The Rock through the table on which they signed the contract. Yeah, crazy. So CM Punk has the Shield protecting him from The Undertaker, and they sort of follow him everywhere that he goes. And they get taken down one by one in the lead up to WrestleMania, leaving Punk to go one-on-one with The Undertaker. And then in brackets, Teddy Long is happy.
He's very happy because he's sick and tired of coming out, holla, 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 tag team match. And then Undertaker's like, I'll just take these fuckers out. So yeah, you're talking like So in my head, that kind of works out as like tombstone on the steel stairs to like Dean, choke slam off of like a ladder. Seth goes through the announcers table,
Reigns
and then
gets hit with a lightning bolt to the head.
yeah, yeah, and his back's on fire like in '98 when Kane did that.
Yeah.
Set some dude on fire. Roman's just like, "Ugh." I mean, his hair's so greasy, he might be fine, to be fair.
Well, I think water conducts electricity, so he'd actually be worse off.
Actually, it'd be much worse, yeah. Actually, yeah, but I was just thinking the idea of it like not even catching on fire because he's just like, you can't. I'm that damp of a man. Just oil as well. Actually, yeah, he'd be fucked.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then like a tombstone on the top of the stage, or like the sides of the arena where they can just jump off of that or something. So yeah, they all get murked here, and Teddy Long is very pleased with this.
Yeah. So we get to WrestleMania, and The Rock beats John Cena. So
1-1
yeah,
on that.
1-1. And The Undertaker beats CM Punk to become the WWE champion. Then after WrestleMania, The Rock.
Ooh, quick question: who do you think main events that one in your head?
Oh, it's got to be Rock and Cena, doesn't it? It's the bigger pay-per-view buy rates are because of the two of them. So
Punk wouldn't be happy.
Punk would not be happy at all.
No, because that's like, you're in the main event match. Yeah, but I'm not the main event. Well, I'm walking out of here then.
Wait. It's too hypothetical. There's no way to know that Punk would definitely be unhappy.
I feel like he would if he wasn't in the main event.
Especially if he's champion. Would, and he was.
Yeah, because he was upset that him and Jericho didn't main event, I think. Because he was WWE champion. And it was also Rock versus Cena. So imagine that, like, back-to-back years, he's the champion going in. Like, hell of a title reign. You can be 7th on the card. We're sorry, Punk. But yeah, Rock Cena is like the marquee match. That goes without saying.
Yeah, 45 minutes of sleeper halls. Anyway,
and tore abdomens because the guy's so fucking big.
After WrestleMania, The Rock disappears, which is obviously just confirmation to John Cena that he was indeed a part-timer. CM Punk goes on, as he did in real life, returning to face Jericho and then on to face Lesnar in the Best versus the Beast at SummerSlam. John Cena wins the World Heavyweight title from Alberto Del Rio at Extreme Rules, and the whole Cena/Bryan/Orton story is for the world title rather than the WWE title.
Mm-hmm. So the Yes movement still is on par. It's just replace the belts. Cool.
Undertaker defends his title at Payback against John Cena, and at SummerSlam against maybe
John Cena.
Yeah.
Let's assume John Cena or someone of or maybe Orton, I guess. This is the thing though, because Undertaker's working a lot here, so the fans better fucking enjoy this.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying in this hypothetical world.
Undertaker's hip is doing overtime here.
Yeah.
Struggling to stay attached to his body.
He's trying, yeah. Every now and then you get just Kane wrestling the matches dressed as Taker.
Yeah.
He's go out there.
Sometimes Kevin Nash comes out dressed as Taker. Yeah,
it's a real who's who of who can be the Undertaker, really. So where do we go from here after he's defended twice?
Raw after SummerSlam, CM Punk comes out and he challenges the Undertaker to a rematch at WrestleMania, which the Undertaker accepts. So they're setting up a match from SummerSlam to WrestleMania, and both guys are still on the card. Like, they're still in the Fed, they're still kicking about. So there's going to be a lot of build up to this, I would assume.
Yes.
During this time, the Shield become the tag team champions, and they start feuding with the Wyatt family, which would be damn awesome. You can watch that on the network. Yeah. I think they did it in real life, and the Shield were like the de facto faces, but everyone was heel. It was super cool. So then we go to Survivor Series, and Team Punk takes on...
I like that name.
Yeah.
Team Punk!
They take on Team Undertaker. It's Punk, the Shield, and Cesaro versus Taker, Kane, and the Wyatt family in a 5-on-5 elimination match. That's an awesome combination right there.
So, of course, that implies that, I I guess the Wyatts and Taker are only teaming out of like, we don't like you, but we have a common group of enemies.
Yeah, but it's super cool because if you look at the other team, right, you've got Punk, Cesaro, and The Shield. There's such a good combination of personality, that sort of street fight style, not taking shit off anybody, will fight anybody anywhere. And then on the Team Undertaker, you have like a bunch of weird magicians who do weird swampy redneck magic.
Yeah. So you have like a group of like humans going up against like the monsters, the 60s fucking monsters. Yeah. So, I'd like to see the promos, Kane and Taker, just being like, Shield, come into the ring. And they'd be just there. Yeah, so I quite like that. I'm trying to think, Team Undertaker, would they be called like Team
Taker, probably.
Team Brothers of the Wyatt family.
The Team Consumers of Terrestrial Entities.
Yes, the Eaters of Worlds.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, Punk and Taker fight to a double countout, leaving the Shield to run the gauntlet, eliminating Kane and the Wyatts. The Shield start to turn face, because obviously that would get a huge pop.
Yeah, fuck Cesaro, though. He doesn't get anything. He's just there as a passenger, unfortunately.
Yeah. But he gets to be there, and he should be happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
So then we get to the Rumble, and the Shield lose their tag team titles to the Wyatts. Then CM Punk scolds them, and they triple powerbomb him, turning face.
They're not taking any shit.
Yeah, CM Punk is like, I gotta be represented by the champions. You guys are not even good enough to be the champions. And the Shield is like,
we're quite good. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, the Shield all look at each other, and they put out their fists and do the thing, and then they put him through the table, and they say, believe in the Shield.
Yeah. Believe that, ya punk.
Yeah, believe in that
shelf.
Believe in the shelf.
Believe in the shelf. And they put him on the shelf. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So they're face now. Good.
So now we come to the end of the angle. The granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania 30, where CM Punk beats The Undertaker in the main event to win back the WWE title and end the streak. The Undertaker retires the next night on Raw. And
Coward.
Punk,
like, he's taken one loss and he's like, I am done. Nah,
fuck
I am finished.
this.
Yeah, like, this is fucking horrible. This is what you lot feel like when you lose. This is horrible. I've got anxiety. My back hurts. The dude doesn't even, like, consider anything. Like, I'm gonna go out there, Vince, and I'm just gonna announce that I am done. I don't want to be seen or heard from again. I lost. I'm out. Okay, go ahead. So he's done here.
And then the final thing that happens in this arc is that CM Punk goes on to unify the WWE and world titles against Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam.
So Undertaker wrestling well. No, it's not Undertaker. Sorry, Punk. I mean, he is if he's unhappy with this storyline, then this man cannot be appeased.
Yeah.
Like, he's been given the streak and the unification, still walks out.
CM Punk's sitting there with two belts on his shoulders like, I should be higher up the card. I should be more important to this industry. My face should be on airplanes and dinner plates and spoons and cereal packages. And why can I only think of breakfast-related things? Anyway, and CM Punk is super angry.
Do you remember when he was talking to Vince and he's like, I want my face on the turnbuckle? Imagine that. Just like every wrestling show, it's just his head, times fucking by 12, not times 12, 12 little CM Punks around the ring. But yeah, he just walks backstage and he's like, oh, Vince, I just think that I need to also, I think the show should be called CM Punk's Monday Night Raw. Presented by CM Punk. So, yeah, what do you think of the whole thing?
Honestly, I think it's pretty fucking awesome. There's a lot going on, and it covers a really wide span. So, like the fantasy booking I did in the first episode, we're obviously only hitting on the big things that are happening. But there's a lot in there to really like. The rebooking of the Cena Rock thing makes a lot more sense, and it also protects CM Punk. And I'm not one of those people that thought just because The Rock won the title that meant CM Punk was buried. But I think it did suck that he just lost it to a guy who came back, even if it is The Rock, right? Like, it sucked a little bit.
Yeah.
As for ending the streak, I think that's also pretty cool. I'd like to know how he wins, though, because CM Punk is a heel here, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Has to be.
Yeah.
By default. Because he's been powerbombed, and the other people are face, so he's like heading in. But I like the idea of like, despite the powerbomb and the other people turning on him, he's still like, you know what, I'm gonna still win the streak. So that, to me, that's ironically more shocking in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you think, oh, here we go again. He's by himself, so if he couldn't do it last year with everyone else, he's gonna be like Triple H, where they do the double when Shawn Michaels, where it's like back-to-back matches. Which, by the way, if history went according to this version, that means you would have done Shawn Michaels twice, Triple H twice, and then CM Punk twice. So I reckon he just puts him in the. This is how I'd book it. He puts him in the what's Punk's finishing move? Do you remember that with the arm lock thing?
The thing that's not the Cobra Clutch, but is the Anaconda Vice.
Yes, that's the one, the Anaconda Vice. Like, middle of the ring, Taker's reaching for the ropes, he just pulls him back in, Taker breaks out, and then, when they do the tombstone, and they kind of, like a 69 situation, where the other guy who's taking the tombstone leans back, so he's on his feet, and then the other one just hits him with the tombstone. 1, 2, 3. And then he can do this, basically be the same reaction as like with Brock, just a guy in the fucking crowd, like.
That's what really emphasizes the main event of this fantasy booking, right? Because like we've seen Undertaker lose twice at WrestleMania now. It's not really that big of a deal anymore. But at the time that Lesnar took the streak, I mean, that is a serious fucking moment in wrestling history. So for it to be CM Punk, like, I watched Punk versus Taker at WrestleMania. I watched that one live, and I think that was one of Taker's last good matches. And
without shortcuts, it was a one-on-one. It wasn't a weapons match or Hell in a Cell or like whatever.
And I thought to myself, like, maybe CM Punk could possibly win this. But I still didn't think that he would. But if he did, I would have lost my fucking mind. And that's what this would be like. And it'd be heel CM Punk as well. Pretty great.
Because I like what they added to the twist when, obviously, in the real life version of this, which you can just copy and paste to this second version, where CM Punk was just like taking it to Taker, like attacking him as a druid, disrespecting Paul Bearer. So it wasn't like the I'm scared of you. It was just like, yeah, I'm a cocky piece of shit and I'm the smug as fuck and I'm just gonna batter you because you're old and you're weak and I'm already looking past you. And obviously everyone's like, no, it's the Undertaker, and then he actually beats him. So awesome. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it was really good.
I'd actually like to continue to see what goes on after Punk unifies the title.
I know. It's
Go all the way to now. Fuck it. Let's go to 2018. Do the next 5 years.
It's so fun as a wrestling fan, like, doing stuff like this, isn't it? It's like the weirdest thing. I don't do this on any other TV shows. Like, I don't fantasy book The Walking Dead into being a good show or anything like that. But I just randomly think, like, oh man, it'd be so cool if they did this in wrestling. So when I said, like, hey guys, send in your submissions, I wasn't really expecting that many, but this is absolutely awesome, and we're gonna have a couple more fantasy booking listener fantasy booking episodes coming up as well, so hopefully you guys are excited for that. If anyone has any feedback for Troy's angle, like, definitely leave comments and say what you'd change and stuff like that. And if you feel that passionately about it, you can always send in your own, and we'll
rewrite it. If this angers you, or if you think like this wouldn't be over, you can do a fantasy booking off of someone else's fantasy book, and it'll be the branch off a branch off a branch off a branch. Because basically, there's no rules as such here. If you want to also book, say, Ric Flair versus Harley Race in fucking 1980, then yeah, do it, man.
Yeah, I won't have much insight afterwards, but
Yeah.
I'll definitely read it out like I mean it.
Yeah, yeah, because we'd probably have to know what happened in the original to know what is different about what this person's writing.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair does not win the world title. It's like, did he win it during Harley Race anyway? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, it'd still be bants anyways. Because you could be like, what if Ric Flair fought Harley Race in 2018? Like, with 2018 booking is what I mean.
Okay, because if Ric Flair had fought Harley Race now, that would be sad.
Yeah, sorry, not as they are now, as in like, so in the 80s, wrestling is like it is now. So the idea of these two people going back and forth.
Crowd boos every single person.
Yeah, they just start making fun of Harley Race's doughy physique.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stuff like that, like anything that, especially with, I think I find that with most people, it's easy to go off of things they're unhappy about in wrestling, and it was like one of those, I was like, everyone received this badly, here's how I redo it. Or you can just take stuff that was successful and be like, this is the bit after. So it'd be like the invasion angle, for example. Started off hot, ended up very, 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 very mild. Went out with a fucking fart, essentially. Because also we picked up the Vengeance episode at the end of that, so we know how the outcome of the invasion wasn't the greatest leading in 2002, so you can go back to that. So yeah, any time periods you can think of, doesn't have to be WWE, WCW, TNA. I mean, we can out ourselves as non New Japan and Ring of Honor and.
What are you talking about, mate? I only watch New Japan and Ring of Honor. I don't watch anything else.
I only watch Ring of Honor, and what I do is I go on WWE forums and I just give out how shit that is. Because I watch Ring of Honor, so therefore, like, I actually understand pro wrestling. But
Ring of Honor did this so much better when Chad Wrestler defeated Johnny Opticians in a death match.
Yeah, the death match with 500 kickouts. So, anyways, yeah, whatever you feel like booking, just rebooking, excuse me. Just give us a shout. Like, it doesn't have to be the most convoluted, like, week 1, this guy stands here and the other guy. If you can want to do it like that, that's fine too. But there's no format as such. The format is your brain and your thoughts. So, yeah, that's all I got in terms of advice. Just be creative, have fun with it, go crazy.
Just be yourself.
Yeah. Do it to yourself. That's what really hurts.
Just go up there and talk to her. You've got nothing to lose, man, and we're all counting on you.
Yeah, no pressure, but don't fuck up. Yeah, so that's that about just wraps it up for us today. So
there you have it.
Enjoy. Hope you enjoy this. We'll be back with probably we talked about this a little while ago, our little surprise episode about a Hall of Famer. Don't know which one yet because there's so many to choose from.
Kid Rock.
Yeah, Kid.
We're gonna review all his albums.
Yeah, we're gonna go album by album, or Ivory's career or something. But yeah, so as always, hit that subscribe button. Slam that subscribe button. Excusez-moi. We usually tend to put out content pretty much on a weekly basis. And yeah, leave us feedback. Let us know what you like, didn't enjoy, don't enjoy, won't enjoy. We're always open to communication, aren't we?
Yes.
Generally, yeah. I'd say yes.
Yeah. No, it was really cool seeing an email of Fantasy Booking. We've also got a listener coming on the show, possibly next week, to tell us his angle, and that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, we're down with that. Thanks a lot for listening. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Thanks for slamming the like button, etc., etc. We've been WWP. Peace.
Have a nice day. Peace. Hey.
And I won't be tonight, 'cause all I've got left is my pride. And I will rise up, break it out, break it down, break it rules, break it ground. Like a chance, now it's gone. A new day, a new